All right, what is up, everybody? Kyle Nitchin here from Layton Construction, project executive. I lead healthcare construction projects in Southern California. I'm also the author and founder of the Influential Project Manager newsletter and the Atomic Building Group. Okay, today in this video, we are going to be talking about the 7 habits of highly effective builders. Okay, so over the last 10 to 12 years, I've been around a lot of projects, seen a lot of builders, teams, and I've sat down and I've identified the 7 key habits or routines that separate the good builders from the rest. Okay, so we're going to dive into that. We're going to start off with a quote from Jim Collins to set the stage. Greatness is not a function of circumstance. Greatness, it turns out, is largely a matter of conscious choice. And we're going to talk about that as we go. And here we are, goals versus systems. Okay, so I like to talk about this because it sets the stage of kind of the problem and the solution that we're going to be talking about in this video. The problem is that projects get started, teams get assembled, and the first thing we're doing is talking about our goals on the project. Okay, we're going to talk about what we want to achieve, how great this is going to be. We're fueled up on optimism, we're happy, we're hungry. We say we're going to finish on time, we're going to finish on budget, we're going to have 0 safety incidences, and we're going to, wow this client. Okay, that's all good. Great goals. It's great for setting the direction for you and your team on the project. The problem is that's where it often stops. We stay with just that optimism. We sit in that. We sit on our goals, but we don't really focus on the underlying systems and the discipline that it takes to make those a reality. So I want to highlight that, and I want to get everyone's mind in that spot. So borrowing the framework of Stephen Covey, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which was a bestseller, a big hit, we're going to apply that to the construction industry and us as construction managers and builders. These are not one-time tactics. These are rhythms. These are routines that you follow and be consistent on. Okay, so discipline is the key here. When practiced consistently, what you'll end up doing is shaping culture, driving results, and you'll make your teams better over time. All right, so let's start off with habit number 1. Habit number 1 is pull plan every milestone. Okay, so 3 months ahead of the time, you need to be rallying the team together, bringing everyone together, the last planners, aka the people actually supervising and managing the work that's getting installed. Bring them together and verify the proper sequence and handoffs of your schedule. Okay, so the traditional method is to build a schedule by yourself, go out and try and execute it. We already know that doesn't work. We need to follow the last planner system, a lean technique and tactic, to involve the people who are actually closest to the work, aka the last planners. Okay, 3 months ahead of time, whatever milestone it may be, and you need to do this for every single milestone, is determine the proper sequence of work, who's going first, who's going last, the handoffs, the resources, and you're going to co-create a better schedule, a more reliable schedule that everyone agrees to and understands holistically before you go out and build it. Okay, so it's a very important step. You're taking your promise that you have with your client and you're breaking that down and working backwards from the milestone and verifying sequence. It's very important for everything that it sets forward. And it builds an incredible amount of trust and collaboration with the people who matter most. Okay, next we are going to run pre-construction meetings. Okay, gone are the days that we just bring someone out and they start installing the work. No, we need them to come in for a hands-on meeting and discussion about all things related to the work. We're going to cover quality. We're going to look at your quality plan. We're going to develop a little quality checklist together. Okay, we're going to look at your safety plan again. It's not going to be the first time you're looking at it, but you're going to look at it one more time. You're going to look at your logistics plan, your coordination details, the material, the manpower, all one time. You may even, again, bring in some adjacent trades that interface with the work and invite them to the meeting and have another good discussion. It is a very high leverage moment, a high leverage opportunity that you could use to, again, guarantee success, deliver a predictable outcome when it comes to the time that they show up. They can get right to work. They know exactly what to do. There's no questions, and they fit right in with the program. Okay, so pre-construction meeting is your last chance to spot what's missing before mistakes get made. Okay, remember, the goal is to start work that we can finish, and our last chance to identify if we can finish that work is in the pre-construction meeting. All right, habit number 3. We're going to look ahead 6 weeks at all times. Okay, this happens weekly. Okay, so we're here weekly meeting with our team, running make-ready meetings. Okay, so this could be a part of your subcontractor or trade partner coordination meeting, but the importance here is that we're looking at things, we're asking ourselves, what can we do? Okay, what can we accomplish in the next 6 weeks, and what are our roadblocks? Because that's the goal. We want to identify the roadblocks associated with the stuff in a 6-week window, and then apply our efforts to removing those roadblocks. That's the whole point. And there's an underlying principle here, and that principle is speed does not come from pushing. That's the default belief, is that if we want to go faster, all we have to do is push and work harder. That's not true. Speed in construction and in project management comes from making work ready. Okay, very important. So this is where it happens. We need to be thinking in make work ready mode, because getting the work done at that point is the easy stuff. The hard thing is having all the approvals, the quality checklist, the space, the layout, the material, the submittal approval, the RFI answer, the change order approved. That's the hard part, and that's what we need to be asking ourselves in these 6-week look-ahead meetings. All right, number 4. Number 4 is another weekly action item, another weekly routine and habit, and that is reviewing your risk and opportunity log with your team. Okay, so risk is all over the project. We already know that, right? We are risk managers as well as project managers. And risk is something that is not very loud. Usually risks are very soft. They're like whispers. So you want to really be listening, you and your whole team. And how you do that is by meeting together weekly and updating each other on all the latest information, logging it in a register, and keeping track of it, as well as the plans to mitigate or remove the risk entirely. Okay, so it's a living document. You revisit weekly, you assign owners, and you spot opportunities. Okay, so it's a game of offense and defense, and it all happens with a platform that you use your risk and opportunity log for. All right, studying the drawings and the specs. Number 5. Okay, study the drawing and specs. This is a daily discipline. So everything else was weekly or 3 weeks and 3 months before. This is daily. 30 minutes a day. The best builders are studying the drawings and specs. Even if they already know them, they're in there. They're just using the drawings to trigger thought, to trigger action, to trigger, oh, I need to check on that. Ooh, I need to tell Bob about that. They are letting the drawings tell them what's next. Okay, and they know these inside and out. They're in the know. Okay, great builders are in the know because they know these drawings. Okay, so study them hard. Study them, period. Every project manager I've known who's always in the loop has had this habit. Okay, they just know the drawings. They can 30 minutes a day. All right, number 6. Same thing, but reviewing the schedule. 30 minutes a day, every single day, reviewing and understanding the schedule. So comparing it to what's last week, what's previous, the history, versus what's reality, versus what's coming down the pipe. Okay, so let the schedule lead every conversation. This is the most important document of record on your project, is the schedule. So review it weekly. Let it do the same thing as the drawings. Trigger action. trigger thoughts and let you lead to the right outcome. It's your playbook. Okay. Next one and final one, number 7 of the 7 highly effective habits of great builders is walking the field. So every single day, walk the field. Go on a reflection walk. Go on a leadership walk. Go on a safety walk. Or doesn't matter what you call it. Just go walk the field. Get out there. Start positive. Give shout outs. Celebrate wins of your people. It's also a time to show that leading by example and building culture. Okay. Observe. Check safety. Check production. Check flow. Make sure all your plans are right. And engage the workers. Engage the workforce. Okay. Ask them, what do you need for support? How can I help you? How can we do this better next time? So that's how you do that. And that starts by making your presence in the field. Okay? It's very important. All great builders do that. You can't manage what you don't see. A daily field walk is a construction leadership hack. True words. All right, conclusion to wrap this video up is repeat to win. Okay? This is not a one-time deal. These aren't one-time habits. If you follow these 7 habits, you will see better results. And maybe I should preface that. If you follow these consistently and for long enough, you will see better results. Problem is most project managers miss the for long enough part and the consistent part. Okay? So remember this. If you're a project manager, remember this. Ideas are easy. Execution is hard. Consistency is harder. Okay? So build a system and never stop improving it.